Hello YouTube, this is a actually positive video today. Okay, so anyway, the old chaotic graphics just came back. It's really good, and this video is primarily made for how the frequency and how the human brain literally goes through series of changes that has to do where it gets to manipulating a formula or mental health abusing a formula to a point where you can't view things their original frequency, which is a long explanation, but here's the point of the video. Okay, so all this comparisons, oh fact this, fact that, oh factor, no emphasis, literally how I used to ride the second season's dick, and the second season is called Chaotic Marillion Invasion. And I used to make all these excuses. Oh, Payne's making the same amount of jokes. Oh, this, and that. And as soon as I saw the old graphics, it obliterated everything that I thought about and it brought it back to the original frequency. And that's the whole thing, literally, about chaotic, quarantine, And that's the exact same reason why Jollibee is nasty, literally, by itself. If you could absorb, if you do everything, literally, when you hold on to a delicacy, when you're fighting mental health, when big is big, when blue is blue, literally, now everything is a fucking delicacy. When you remove the delicacy, it's exactly what we get. The excuses, I used to say that, Chaotic Season 2 has hella more action, this, and that, but as soon as it went back to the original cast, literally, it was too strong, literally, it was too big of an explanation to a point where I recognize that's retarded, but somebody forces you in that situation, and they do it every single time, and, that happened a lot, so, like I said, literally, when you do everything correctly, we do this, and that, literally, where you can absorb once, Jollibee is nasty. And exactly why you make the world dirt is exactly why Jollibee is good, okay? Now, when I took advantage of a drive-thru, when I took advantage of a formula, and when mom got full Chris Brown on paper, that is when lights go out. Do you understand? Literally, because literally, you let things drag on, and you called out the dragging on, but guess what I called out? I called out literally me being a real person outside of a celebrity. That means when I chose Max Difficulty, that means I chose to get my life together, not just to choose the cartoon of my life. And I've been saying this for so many videos, really. If it had to be between woman and Miami, I would choose Miami because I can get woman at any time. Okay, so here's the thing. It happened again this morning. You know how the ARL has, incredibly boring battles that look like they're made by people who have Down syndrome? Literally, let's just, let's just put it plain out there. Really, I saw, Joss versus, Troy today. You know how Troy had that amazing long round? What they did was they put me through a frequency to where Troy's round sounded nasty and Joss's round sounded better. Literally, due to Joss looking something up called a mystic formula, because Joss literally is just monotone. Literally, in all these battles are monotone. Literally, they put me in a situation where Joss is good, Joss is Camp Sweetie, Joss is gangster. Because originally, Troy had a long flow, like, Silver Sneakers with lunchtimes, for punchlines, this, and that. And then Josh literally was not only started with their original frequency, literally was a low tone voice that was annoying, literally, and it made you understand that you being homeless, that you not having a job for 3 years, that when he took his arm off like Android 17, literally it made you realize, oh, I'm gonna put a piece of that for alchemy, Now, there was already, a revenue, when Kishimoto had enough of you, this and that. That's the original thing he said, but it was still boring, drew monotone, but it started to make you, recognize more because what Josh, started doing that. But even Stevenson almost got beat by Josh, that all, goes for extra research instead of the original frequency. The original frequency is that 17 got killed, okay? Troy killed them, okay? Because not only was his round was longer, he had, better rhymes, with no stuttering, and that is fucking bullshit, and that's Kyle Lessons, that's the whole formula, and they do call that out in the mess about. So guess what also happened, let's not focus on, my wolf blood, but let you know, this is where I got the special ed teacher credential as a whole, literally, where I recognized when it came to a girl named Dominique, okay? When Dominique, threatened Mr. Pudge to sleep with me back when I was in 7th grade, literally, in my brain up here, working two and two together, you still wearing sketches on your feet, you're still wearing Boy Scout clothes. It's really, really out there, okay? There's a lot of depiction where it comes to that, because when you get advanced female validation, like me and Alma, Daniela, etc., you don't get, for the rest of the year. In fact, they set you up to go back in time and let you know they truly slept with that person. That's true, okay? And that's just, one of the angles of the video. Because, the truth of the matter is, like literally, because I got advanced, female validation on screen, through older women, seniors, that wanted to fuck me. Mr. Pebbly kept all that shit a secret. He told Isaiah, he's like, Eris was curly hair and literally fucked all the girls, early on. And, that's really true. That's really, really true. And but my principle was even, harder. I'm like, what was the lesson that you flipped on me? Literally, is what I picked on you constantly. Okay, so you can't disagree with me because I spam blue Jordans. Okay, that's where we get everything. You see how I do everything about rapping, Lily, how you treat me like a little kid, but how Paige is picking up Zach Lily to school every single day. It's out there, okay? And that is true, and that's really, really true. And when I pay my file card, that final fucking mix wins club, literally welcome time was still fucking me up. That means stop. That means stop the games. That means stop this and that. Literally, the exact same reason why I wasted a game at 29 is why you couldn't get it at 30. And let's be honest, literally, there's some secrets behind Backpack. Now, the original, vocal infliction, too childish, literally Rugrats, you can't watch it. Literally, in a condensed situation like me, literally, when they're forcing a woman on you, when you get wake up the Backpack with a woman, guess what they do? Literally, they let you know that literally goes along the story. Literally, there's a character that looks like Stacy. Literally, there's a pink bat. Sometimes it's on my back that looks like Yumi Neji. There's so much fucking shit. And the reason why this is all happening is that's the exact same reason why mental health is trying to capture you. See, what they did was I knew for a long time. You can't fool me, Lily. I don't know if I was to say it now or later, but I figured out, what, I kept on dealing with the lesbian cops. They're connected to my original domestic violence with my family, but they can't go forward. But how did I know that? This is all going back to special education credential. What did I learn about retard? A retard can view things in a straight line, Lily, where a normal person go, this is that. So what if I go, this is that, and you trap me in intellect? It means no matter what I do, I'm trapped in shape. Or, wherever, I'm trapped in shape. And that's exactly what they did. But guess what? Lily? Guess what? Fluidly, alright? So what they do is they seek it. You getting the girls that outside. You didn't just start some Wi-Fi push the same lesson that you're putting on, and now you try to come back with a pedophile. No, that's a pedophile. Lily, somebody recognized somebody was wrong on the outside, still was going. So let's Let's go deeper in that. It's the exact same reason why they're a retard is why they catch people like Robert off guard. Literally, I saw people put Robert back together at Funimation. Literally dressing Robert at Funimation and saying you're old enough to meet your family. Literally, I know they're a retard goes in a straight line. You see how I manipulate Lisa? You see how I manipulate female nature? They can't do that with me, Literally. So what I do is I use the back room and I blow them before they can take a step forward. But they can manipulate shit in the house, but they can't go a step forward because of why I caught them on paperwork. So what I've been doing is I've been activating their original domestic violence with their family because, with Megalodons, it's different from my Devario because Megalodons specifically, when you actually, face a Megalodon, they say more than Devario and can lock your street like literally, like if they told you everything, literally, they can stop you from going to certain, streets and stop signs in order to explain the story, literally. They can prepare for you in the hood. And plus, when they tell you everything, literally, it's more auto-generated. Like it's an actual score. When they tell you everything, they actually score. And not like Uncle Tommy, not just playing off what's up just, oh, literally, you wasting your early 20s, doing something in general instead of getting a car and going to school. That's why you have this fact, that's why you can rap, literally, but that's why, literally, you're kind of at a social disadvantage here. Literally, no, they fuck you up like DBZ because literally what they do is the exact detail of what they're younger really traps when they're dead. That's how Megalodons work, okay? Literally, they go into detail, literally. What Uncle Tommy literally made a joke about, it's like, they're telling you what to do, literally. It's already a half situation, literally. And that's why Megalodon is the same as Devario, but not quite, literally. Because they actually scored, literally, a certain aspect of what they told you follows when they're dead, literally. Okay, so that's what I know about the shit. So that and knowing that retard is going forward, literally, is what I learned about the system, okay? And that's very hard, and that's how they trap you in a profession. You see, mental health traps you in a profession, literally, when you go around working school. So now they're doing, the little samurai jack that you were doing when you're being a standard, when you're fluid, okay? And you couldn't fool me. Nobody can fucking fool me because the minute, literally, I got a restraining order, literally, the first thing, literally, you see right next to your name, literally, is domestic violence. So how did domestic violence happen? You were complaining about pussy every single day, literally, while wearing an outfit. Now the police is like, oh, now he's losing logic. Oh, now he's using this and that. And what I explain is when you're going to public school, you're under something critical. It's not like the group home where you can get away with talking to your imaginary friend and being a pimp on the street where women don't know the full story, okay? Literally, it's very true. It's very true. And so, literally, what you do is you tell off the therapist that happens where every fucking plan. They're like, do you want me to continue talking to your errors? Literally, not investigate with you is what they're doing, literally. So what they have, literally, is they have, something in front of sexual, and plus, learn some about grandma, Marianne Beecham, she had a very good birthday yesterday, that, when she was trying to hard, it's worse, where, they're dead, a lot of people, they're trying to hard, it's always worse, okay? And Kurt Toriyama's uncle got kicked out of PE the first week. You're doing good. Yeah, I know all that. So guess what Grandma said back in her generation, when Dance to the Dance for Acting Extreme, she said literally on the phone, literally, oh, well, this is a bargain for sucking those titties and smack that ass. Literally, and guess what? It turned out to be Eddie, literally. That's the saw so many fireworks, literally, to my grandma, literally, to the point where literally that created the character Eddie. He's like, Barry, this is that. I know everything, literally. Like, literally, through her old generation. Guess what she got on the dance floor? Literally, and that's why she doesn't feel sympathy with Eris was before with all those outfits because her complaining was worse, okay? And, That's the truth. That's the truth. But you can't fool me, literally, that, I don't have anything tied to my family, everything, because the minute I got a restraining order, it said domestic violence, okay? So when deny the therapist, now you can, dance while you're in a imaginary friend. Now you have real relationships. Now you have Chad. Now you have Erica. Now you have this and that. Now I'm going to help as a vibrator. Now I chose no characters so you wouldn't play me. So what happens if you don't choose more characters, then they can play you in the studio, alright? So everything that could happen in round 2, I already know from round 1. So I'm waiting for you for the results.